Good evening, all you Mgtow men. Freedom fighter Mgtow here, just taking a nightly walk. As I start this channel, the last week, my mind is turning. I've gone through a lot of struggle in the last 2 years to get here, and I've been through the mud coming out of one of the worst manipulations of life, and learning on what's going on in society. As us men, hearing stories from clients and people, as men come after the family dog. She sees the dog more than she sees him. I have to say is that, we got to be careful what we sign up for. If there's books out there that I've read that don't make sense really till now. Is one of them by Larry Wingate, You're Broke Because You Want to Be. It's basically on choices, decisions. What are we choosing to do? Coach Greg Adams today, he said, is your nose wide open? You sniffing? Or you just like, hey, all right, smells good, but that's going to cost me either time, emotions, money. He had a good point today, no matter how old you are. Gentlemen, we want to live a good life. We've all been through the same shit. My saying is we all see the same sunshine. If you decide to date, and my motto now is, if I go out with a woman a couple times, I don't mind paying. I keep it to pizza, Mexican food. It's all under $50 with a couple drinks, here in Arizona at least. LA might be a little different. New York, who knows? All I know is I'm here. I've been taught that by one of my mentors. Stay where you're at, Don't live somewhere else. I've learned though, is if I'm gonna go out with a woman, even wake up with her, if she don't reach for a wall or buy me a coffee in the first three times I hang out with her, I'm signing up to take care of her. I'm gonna be her resource provider. I can't express it enough, is gentlemen, stay healthy, stay into yourself, understanding that the choices you make, you gotta be okay with them. Just keep going. They say the busy's when you're at your best. Some of the examples I have is recently I date here and there, and one of them got really excited to meet me from the stories I shared with her over the phone and some of the views I have of life, and I put it out there very thick. And she told me, I don't really have time. I got a couple kids and don't really have time to date multiples. It's like, all right. She lives pretty far away, and she signed up to come over on this way, so show her a good time. Great restaurant here in Phoenix, a couple other spots. The boundary I had was that, hey, if we go to a couple spots, more than a couple, you got the Ubers and you got the last call. She goes, oh, that's great, that sounds fine, great. So week goes by after knowing that she lived that far away, and knowing how much fun we were going to have that night, I kind of figured throw it in the bag kind of thing. So I was respectful, kept in contact with her. As she texted me during the week, she involved me in her daily life and her daily grind and her stuff that's going on in her life and her kids' life. And I'd answer when I can and try to, be the guy that, respond. As she was doing that, it's kind of like making me think. She's drawing me in. Get that draw, where you're thinking, where's this going? So I asked her. She had the audacity within 30 seconds to say, Aaron, I'm going to give two guys another chance. Remember what she told me before I took her out for that night, is that she doesn't have time for multiple men. They'll lie just to get what they want, just to get a couple pictures. So my choice was, hey, good luck. Your life's not going to change. Do me a favor, lose my number. Click. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Because I know when I can open my wallet and when I can't. Coach Greg Adams also touched on a very good point, is when you're younger, date cheap. Date as cheap as possible, because you don't want to resent that bill that you paid for, dreaming about that body, dreaming about that chance that you might have had or you did have, but it cost you $200, $300. Can get expensive. Have that boundary. Educate yourself to know and look for stuff. Ask her questions before even meeting her. Buddy of mine says, try to meet for a cup of coffee. Don't open up that wallet. Another point I want to touch on, gentlemen, be careful. Women can date any time of their life. Broke, up, down, fat, ugly, whatever. They can date at any time. Us men can't. Hold them accountable. Tell them the honest truth. If you decide to get out in the mud and date, if it's not for you, it's okay to take a break. Surround yourself with things to do. Workout, gym, read, run, do your night walk like I'm doing. Gentlemen, I can't emphasize enough, but you gotta watch for the signs. I really, my mind really touched a good point as I start these videos, is when Coach Greg Adams says free agent lifestyle. The understanding of what I told him today is do what you want, when you want, how you want, where you want, with whoever you want. I might have said something 3 times there, but sometimes I might say it differently. All I know is I want to live free. I never knew I would be in this position, because there was a day, and I'll go into that as I open up that book I think every man should read, and I read, and it was a very expensive book used on Amazon about 6 months ago. It was out of print. Was Predatory Female by Reverend Shannon Lawrence, I believe. I'm quoting that right. He goes through the different types, the understanding of what are you dealing with. The jackpot, it never changes. I've heard horror stories from men. I've experienced stories of manipulation. Just that one. Another one. Woman, first week, told me how much money she made. If a man did that, he's leading with his wallet. If a woman does that, she's flexing, trying to become that man. Met her on Facebook, just saying, hey, I hear you see you traveling. I'm self-employed. I travel quite a bit myself. She texts me back, I have an extra ticket to the Denver Broncos game. Welcome to come out. Flew out, never met her in my life. Hung out all weekend, had a great time. Came back, and when she told me about that money that she made, I just looked at her and said, I don't play lapdog. I can only cook so many meals. I can play hats. I can be good to people. We all can, gentlemen. We all want the same thing. All I'm saying is educate yourself, understand what you're getting yourself into. Gentlemen, know when to open that wallet. Sometimes it's okay to close it. Leave it at home. Tell her it's your turn. Set your boundary. Coach Greg Adams really had me thinking today on his live stream. Just a shout out to some of these men that have just, sacrificed their day and their life to teach us young men what it entails to live right, live for us. Thank you, Ronan Man, Chris Cantu, Coach Greg Adams, Big John, LFA. Dude, you get in the mud, bud. You get thick. I like it. So At first it was a little intimidating, but I got to give it to you, brother. LFA, you really hit it on the head. Mgtow's freedom. I don't know if he's still around. Might be. Mgtow 101. There's a lot of gentlemen that I just watched over the years going through the mud, and now I feel like I'm graduating a little bit, and I want to give back some of my story, some of my insight. And the 4 things, like I said, I want to go by is do what you want, when you want, with who you want, wherever you want. I don't know if the clarity's good on this video. I am in the neighborhood, taking a little night walk and expressing my views here. Please hit the like button, subscribe, comment, tell me what I can do better. If you can't hear me, if I'm stuttering, if I don't make any sense, give me some criticism. I need it. I need to grow. I need to be uncomfortable. So that's when we're at our best. Gentlemen, and like I said, if you can't date, get busy. Go to the golf course, go to the gym, run, work out, keep in shape, save your coin. Know when you open up your wallet. Because you want the best for yourself, and when you decide the date, you want to take the best out and have that money. So when you get home, you're not resenting it. You can be comfortable. You don't have to. One of my best things I've ever learned now is walking in the coffee shop every day. The same one, they know me. I ask them, people in line and people behind the barista counter, I need some advice. Should I ever get married? 85% of them say no. It's right there. It's right there on the wall, gentlemen. Live a good life. Travel safe. Till next time. Freedom Fighter Mgtow out.